You got a favor to ask or something? Is that what you're getting at? No, I was just thinking of how to categorize our relationship. Business associate works just fine, doesn't it? Come now, surely you consider us to be closer than that. I know better than that to get involved with you, Periwinkle. Why? Whatever do you mean? You're too dazzling. I take that as a compliment. Great, now would you stop distracting me? I'm trying to count. Yes, we're definitely good friends. Periwinkle is me. Verdus is Periwinkle in tiny form. Too dazzling, though I'm not sure there's such a thing. And what would be wrong with that if there was? What point is there in not shining as brightly as I can? A stragglist finished counting the bottles, signing in, forging aspiration as she marks them off with her checklist. You may always be late, but you deliver quality every time. You're consistent, if nothing else. The waiting is part of the fun. It builds excitement, wouldn't you say? Nope, just built frustration for me. But at least you always come through. She unlocks a small drawer behind the counter and takes out an envelope with Periwinkle names inscribed on it. Here's the rest of your payment. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh, I could if I tried. Really, you're too generous. Astragalus rolls her eyes and begins stocking the shelves with a new inventory. 2 or 3 a month, that's all it takes to support myself entirely through this apothecary. Hard to believe my magic is really worth so much, but who am I to complain? It's certainly a more favorable balance compared to the kind of work I was doing years ago. And I do enjoy the freedom and excessive amount of time I have for pottering such dates. On that note, with that business out of the way, would you like to hear my date? Would I like to? Not necessarily. Please, Astragalus, as someone with no romance in your own life, the least you can do is live vigorous through me. And no romance thing is by choice. I listen to your gush for your own damn sake. For my sake? Yeah, I'm afraid you might actually implode if you had no one to talk to about this stuff. I'm actually making a notable sacrifice. Every day you come in here with your tales of romantic conquests. If you're truly suffering, I shall desist. That's the thing though, I do like to see you all worked out or something, even if I don't understand it myself. So it is mutual benefit. You'll listen then? Yeah, at least until I get all this put away. After that, I'm kicking you out for the day. Fair enough. I better be brief then. He's the absolute cutest thing. I picked him up at a candy shop yesterday. Fluffy pink hair with golden eyes, naturally rosy cheeks that make him look as though he's a little bit embarrassed about something, always. He's shy, but not the type to become paralyzed in the bedroom. Periwinkle, for the last time, I do not need to hear about your bedroom stuff. I wasn't giving any details, although the details are the best part. This is safe for work zone only. Break that rule and you're out of here. My apologies, I'll refrain. Anyways, my point is, he's extremely cute, adorable in fact. Right, so standard fare for you. Absolutely not. If he was just your average cutie, would I be emphasizing his cuteness so much? I don't meet these people, so it's all the same to me. How could it be? The intensity is so drastically different. Perhaps so intense I'm having trouble explaining it properly. I'll say, all you really tell me so far is that he's a cute boy and shy. He's kind as well. He saved the best part of dessert for me without even asking. Wow, I would have led with this one. Oh, enough of your sarcasm. What's all the favorite details are off limits? What am I suppose I'm left with? Well, what matters is that you had a good night, even if it meant you couldn't get here on time like I asked. I'm really hoping to see him again, to be honest. Oh yeah? Don't hear that from you very often. Really? But I'm gone on second dates all the time. This guy got a name? I don't kiss and tell. No, actually, you tell me about everyone you kiss. Come on, if he really the absolute cutest, it's a shame to keep him anonymous. Right, not like I'm gonna tell anyone anyways. Fine, his name is Pastel. Even his name is cute. Right? Oh, that reminds me. He sold me some candies that share his name. Would you like to try? Sure, how could a witch turn down free candy? Periwinkle digs into his bag and pulls out one of his pastries. Pastel. He hands the candy to Astragalus, who promptly unwraps it and pops it into her mouth. God, oh, these are good. Where'd you say this candy shop was? Not far from here. I'll give you directions. Sorry, I was doing a water break. Doing two voices at the same time. Shortly after telling Astragalus where to find Astella's streets, she unsurmoutably kicked me out. Well, she's long finished putting all those bottles away after all. With money in my pockets and no more work to be done for the moment, I'm free to begin pursuing my next date. But wherever shall I go? It's a weekday too. Early for parties, too early for drinks. I suppose I could return home and straighten up the place, however. Why would I busy myself with chores when I could be celebrating another order successfully filled? Before Periwinkle could decide on where to go, a familiar witch approached him. What's her name? Cecilia? Cassia? Oh my god, I'm so horrible at pronouncing names. Watch, I'm gonna forget Australia. I mean, that's not her name. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I forgot her name. Cassia.
Cassia.
Oh, Cassia. That's cute. I like that. New voice. So we got British, Periwinkle, soft boy, timid, Pastel, and we got Australia. I shouldn't call her that. I don't know her name though. And she's sassy. And now we got this girl. She looks cute like a cinnamon roll. I don't know what to give her voice give her, but we're gonna find out when I see her lines. Periwinkle? Oh, I forgot her name. I already forgot her name. Cassia. Oh, Cassia. It's so lovely to see you. Yay! I'm so happy we got to run into each other. How to describe Cassia? She's exceedingly cuddly. We met at a party one night, during which she latched onto my arm and never let it go. Quite endearing. Since then, we've gone on little dates from time to time. Dates? Oh, you dated her? She really loves my magic. We tend to spoil her whenever we're together. Oh, you tend to spoil her. Did you need something, dear? Ah, yes. I'm coming over last night, but you didn't seem to be home. Ah, you couldn't visit me? I'm flattered. Must have been out dinner sometime. Sorry that I missed you. Oh, it's okay. I was mostly looking to talk. So, if you're available right now, do you want to go to a cafe? Ah, that sounds perfect. I would love to. We took our seats at the nearby cafe. It's a pleasant, sunny little piece. I came here often with all sorts of other witches. Cassia ordered her usual hot chocolate with extra marshmallows, while I decide on simple rose tea. Ah, Periwinkle, could you make marshmallows smell like roses too? With pleasure. Periwinkle drops from his sleeve, and he gives Cassia a cup with a quick tap. Ah, yay! It really smells like roses. Just as you asked, dear. It may be slightly affects the taste, so let me know if you like the spell undone. Cassia dips her spoon in and lifts a marshmallow to her lips, blowing it lightly before popping into her mouth. No, it's wonderful. She truly can find the joy in the littlest moments. Such a delight. Definitely a contender for the title of absolutely cutest witch, though I would call her absolutely cutest witch rather than absolute cutest. Absolutely cute. It takes more than cuteness alone to earn the title of absolute cutest witch. That's where the difference lies, of course. But what am I thinking? How rude is it to begin ranking my dates in such a way? I must be stuck on the thought that from earlier conversations with Astragalus, trying to put Pastel's cuteness into words. He really is something. And the contrast is polite, well-mannered, proper exterior, concealing such intense desire, begging you to make the first move, and then going ahead and taking it on his own as soon as you. Enough of that. There's someone else in front of me, isn't there? I missed you, Periwinkle. I've been so busy with packaging. I haven't had a chance to see you at all. Packaging? And where are you headed off to? Oh, that's right. I never had a chance to tell you. I'm finally moving in with my partners. In 2 more days, and 3 of us will be sleeping together in the same bed. Oh, that sounds cozy. Congratulations. Thank you. I've been looking forward to it for so long. It sounds like you're about to enter a lovely domestic life. You deserve it. I'm really happy. But speaking of partners, you still never even met them. True, but I imagine they're wonderful, just like how you talked about them. Right, but what if you didn't have to imagine? That's where I've been wanting to talk to you about. I was hoping we'd be able to go on a group date sometime. Oh? Yeah, because I just think you're so wonderful, Periwinkle. I want them to get to know you too. Although it sounds fun, I'm a bit... Whoa, wait. Before you say no, they're both easygoing and so loving and nice. I could promise it won't be overwhelming. That's unfortunately isn't where the issue lies. I know you said you didn't want to get involved before, but I just didn't know that we would get along so well. I'd like to reassure you however I can, but I understand if you still turn me down. Matters of love are so tricky, aren't they? I still recall the first time something like this was asked of me. I had been nervous going in, but I hadn't ever entered a group situation before. I attribute my anxiety solely to that. However, it quickly became clear that I wasn't suited to it at all. I do love to spoil each of my partners, but strictly one at a time. Perhaps I was left scared by the breakdown in communication. The passion fired a long-established romance. Surely Cassia and her partners are magnificent people. It may be fun for the night, but becoming entangled in committed relationships is something I've always avoided from the beginning, isn't it? This is very sweet of you, but I have to decline. Oh, I can't help but feel a little broken-hearted. I apologize, truly. It's nothing personal. Oh, I know. I don't take offense or anything. It's just sad now that I'm going to be living with them and knowing you don't want to meet them. I think it's best we just break things off. Yes, I agree. As you said, it's for the best. I hope we can still be friends though. Of course. I'm sure our paths will cross every now and then. Yeah, thank you for always treating me so well, Periwinkle. It was my pleasure. Even casual relationships can end in breakups like this. This is largely why I tend to prefer one-night affairs. Things can become so messy as needs involved. As Cassia and I go our separate ways, I can't help but feel a little bit blue. Perhaps I'll return home for the day after all. Oh, so sad. Cassia was so cute. Periwinkle quickly changed into something more comfortable, dropping his bags unceremoniously into the couch. I could use an afternoon nap. Yes, that's precisely what I need. I'll wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go back on the town. He shoves his blankets aside and collapses onto the couch, and when he does, the contents of his bag spill to the floor. Lazily leaning over to gather them, he notices the candies from before. Was I too hasty in saying I hope to see Pastel again? I suppose I forgot the feeling of not being enough for someone. Usually these things tend to dissipate naturally without confrontation of or notice. So when they don't, it stings. Periwinkle scooped up the candies, dropping all but one of them back into his bag. He settles into the place on the couch, nestling in a tangled mess of blankets and cushions, and unwraps his chosen pastel. Oh, he looks so naughty there. Nothing. It is sweet though. What a shame that would be if I never got a taste again. That's right. I can never resist the promise of entertaining nights, no matter how many come down the line. A hopeless hedge or notices after all. Nothing to be done by that. Let fate decide then. If he comes, he comes. And if we never meet again, I can always hold on to the memories of our perfect date. Oh my, that was so intense. Oh wait, it's not over? I thought the chapter 2 was over already. Oh, then knocks the door. And there on his footstep Periwinkle is presently surprised to find. But Pastel, I was expected to see you again so soon, and treating me to another cute look, no less. I will say, Pastel does look quite cute. I do like it. Sorry, I couldn't stop thinking about. I realized last night I never actually got to sample your magic. The set you mentioned. Oh, that's right. We were preoccupied, Yes, so that's why I'm here. He finally managed to make eye contact, but quickly averted his gaze once more. Were you in bed? Sorry, I shouldn't have come so late. These are not even my sexiest pajamas. I didn't say anything about that. But to answer your question, no, I wasn't. Although I did take a nap earlier this afternoon, I otherwise been enjoying a resting night in. And I'm very glad it didn't end up going out. I would have missed out this flustered mess. Would you like to come in? Pastel nodded vigorously in response. It's still a bit of a mess here. I hope you don't mind. There's a path though, I've seen worse. Oh, maybe I should let it spiral further into chaos then? I'm so competitive, you know. I'm not sure that's a competition you really want to win. Perhaps not. Periwinkle carefully stepped over some of his clutter to dig through one of the boxes in his far corner of the room. Here they are, my personal favorites. They're so cute together. I really like them. I ship them. They're so cute. This row here contains some of the more potent scents, most of them for relaxation, things to calm the nerves. The rest I just happen to like. Sweet scents like strawberries, banana, bubblegum, mango. Is there any reason you only naming candy? Wrong voice. Is there any reason you're naming candy flavors? Must be a coincidence. Pastel picks out a unbottled cap filled with pale pink liquid. What's this? Watch out. That's a first dicing. We'll see about that. Pastel locked eyes with Periwinkle as he opens the vial without hesitation. How bold! Oh, it's peach. I always expected it to be overpowering. Yes, well, the answer was a bit of a lie, but I'm glad you liked it. You're really good at this type of magic. I never done anything like this before. I never done anything like it. Would you like to try it on? Oh, no. I don't do perfume or cologne or anything like that. You never tried it? Oh, so would you say you're a perfume virgin then? No, I'm not. Who would ever say such a thing like that? In my line of work, you'll be surprised. It's probably just you. Maybe so. If you're not going to try it, I'll have it back, please. I could try. I just don't know how to suppose to apply it. May I? Oh my, naughty, naughty children. Pastel nods, handing over the small vial. Periwinkle seals the opening with his fingertips and swiftly tilts the bottle over and back. Here. Ooh, cute. You know, okay, this might be weird, but they kind of look like Pokemon characters. They look low-key like Pokemon characters. Like, the style of the way they draw them reminds you of Pokemon. He lightly rubs a spot on Pastel's neck, engulfing them both in the pleasant scent of his magic. Their eyes met, neither of them daring to be the first to move. Maybe that Astrobat wasn't a lie after all. Pastel breaks the spell, rushing forward for a sudden kiss, and then retreats just as quickly. Sorry, he certainly is impulsive, not that I mind at all. Cute, I like it. I'm more than happy to go along with your little game, Pastel. Oh, no, my own magic is working too well. I guess there's no choice but to have my way with you, my sweet. Oh no. Pastel heart-heartedly protests and ends there. Periwinkle's hands were already upon him and would continue to be the rest of the night. Over the next month or so, we fell into quite an enjoyable pattern. Pastel would show up on my doorstep maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes we go out for dinner, but mostly he just spends the night. It was starting to become almost routine, though each visit was somehow just as exciting as the last, the details of which I choose to keep for private. For Pastel's sake, that boy is insatisful, I will say. Inevitably, after seeing someone for so long, one begins to pick up each other's habits. Cute habits, like the way he kisses me on the cheek before rushing off to work in the morning. The way he runs his hands through his hair when he's thinking really hard about something. Even his knocks a specific one, light to the test of the waters, a pause as he gathers his courage, then 3 firm, evenly spaced. I'm not sure which of these habits he's conscious of, but there's one thing I decided: he must be acting knowingly, which is his habit of leaving one of his personal effects behind with each visit. First, a barrette, an earring, his choker, a bracelet. And then he returns after a few days with an apology, explaining he just came to pick up wherever he left behind. Now, I know Periwinkle's not dumb. He knows that he left that stuff, so he had an excuse to come back and make love to him again. Let's be honest, boys and girls. He left those stuff purposely to have a opportunity to come back and talk, see, and be with the boy he has a crush on. So, now that it is out and clear in the air, let's continue on. Surely Pastel keeps creating little excuses to come back here. I'll happily go along with them. What fun. I wonder what he'll come looking for this time. Periwinkle gathered up the discarded garments that he left strewing across his bedroom, tossing them into piles to be dealt with later. He couldn't possibly leave his underwear behind, could he? No, that'd be impossible to explain. An earring, sure. But there's no way he walk out here like that. Periwinkle hums himself as he makes the bed, double checking between the sheets where he's at it. I'm always disappointed. It's been so consistent up until now. I suppose he could just be that forgetful.